from Plot 249, Gaba Road. Hot on the heels. Fast, reliable, and informative. Agagwira wo gasokira wano ngatibanna gafuna. Agagwira wo 100.2 Galaxy FM. Sponsored by MTN. Use your MTN Central Points to get free voice minutes, free MBs, or free SMSs. Simply dial *141#. Select use points and follow the prompts to use your Central reward.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Hello there, it's a very good morning to you here on 100.2 Galaxy FM. You're listening into Hot on the Heels. My name is Isamat Pamela. Taxi operators have appealed to Kampala Capital City Authority KCCA to reopen the old tax park, which closed for a 3-month renovation in May 2020. Since the closure of the tax park, KCCA has failed to complete the works on grounds that the COVID-19 situation came in, and heavy rains have also frustrated efforts to finish renovations on time. The chairperson of the Kampala Operational Taxi Stages Association, KOTSA, Rashid Sekinde, says that KCCA should open the park since the carpet and drainage systems have been completed. He says there shouldn't be any excuse for the park being opened. However, KCCA's spokesperson Daniel Nwabaine recently said that KCCA wasn't ready to open the park because of the pending works like installation of security lights and construction of toilet facilities and passenger shelters as some of the issues that needed to be handled. However, besides KCCA's Nwabaine saying that, the Lord Mayor, Kampala Lord Mayor Arias Lukwago, says that the taxi park has been claimed by city tycoons who want to own the park, making it hard for the owners or the operators to get back into the tax park. Lukwago explains.
The land ownership was sorted. The land ownership was sorted by a memorandum with those that have interest in that land, and we
are struggling to see that the old tax park is opened. It's not grabbed by Shylocks. There are those who are taking all the peripheral plots. They claim they bought way back in 2006. Since then we have been fighting. I was still a member of parliament fighting these tycoons. They want every piece of land. They forget that tomorrow they will go. They forget that, you see, we live in a country, we live in a world where we should coexist. Mukadde wange BMK alla musonyo byonna ebyamusoba kakoze ensimbi ze nga nnyonjo naye yagenze n'abireka bye tugamba ne bana abaagala taxi park anti namwe mujja kubireka.
However, in response, the KCCA spokesperson Daniel Nwabaine says the matter of the land ownership is not the issue that is stopping the park from being opened, but the renovation of several facilities at the park.
The land ownership was sorted by a memorandum with those that have interest in that land, and we shall have a parking lot or a public transport parking that shall be 2 floors. Then the developments can happen above that. They have a claim. We shall either compulsorily acquire or follow the memorandum that we agreed, that we signed with them, whereby we shall have the first 2 levels for a tax park and any other development happens up there.
Meanwhile, the chairperson of the Kampala Operational Taxi Stages Association, KOTSA, that is Sekinde Rashid, he says that a number of taxi operators are languishing on the streets and being burdened by parking fees, which amounts to about 10,000 shillings daily. He says the fees being paid to a company called Multiplex Limited is not good for them, and they want the park to be opened despite issues going on.
Anti ffe bwe twakyaza president mu 2018 mu paaka awo twakkiriziganya naye basasula abagagga era president n'akyeyama so kati ekyokugamba nti ownership be balemesezza nsuubira ekisooka ekitongole kirina ssente ezisobola okusasula abagagga abo ate singa enkaayana zaaliwo kapeti yonna teyalikoleddwa kubanga tukimanyi bulungi nti paaka eyo yalinamu poloti nga 12 kati poloti 12 ezo singa enkaayana zaaliwo tebaali zikoze kuba baali badde bannannyinizo bagamba nti wano temuzimbawo, wano temukolawo wano paaka yaffe. So olw'okuba nti paaka yonna baagikola kapeti, kitegeeza nti abagagga baamala basortinga out. So bino ebitonotono, toilet, shelters n'ebirala, ddwaliro biki, ze nsuubira nti paaka tusaba abakulu bagiggulewo, abantu baleme okubonaabona, abantu babonaabonera ku street.
Now, locals in the Eastern District of Nakasongola are still coming to terms with circumstances under which an entire family of 6 people perished in the house. The deceased, including Sadiq Lumu, who is 26, and his wife and their 4 children, were found dead by locals at their residence in Kaleire village in Nakasongola. Neighbors say that they woke up yesterday to smell burnt food emanating from their makeshift house, and then later they waited up to afternoon and then later tried to knock at their door and did not get a response from the family members, forcing them to break down the house. Stephen Aininwe, the LC1 chairperson, says that the curious neighbors found a cassava on a charcoal stove, still boiling but also burnt, and they suspect that the residents could have suffocated as a result of the burning charcoal in their house. Issa Semogerere, the Savannah Regional Police spokesperson, says that the deceased bodies were transferred to Nakasongola Health Center for a post-mortem. Semogerere says that the preliminary investigations indicate that there was charcoal stove with food on it, and they suspect that it consumed all the oxygen supply in the makeshift house that the family was living in, leading to the suffocation of all the family members. Meanwhile, police in Fort Portal is investigating a case in which a man only identified as Kenneth Happy, a resident of Bakwali B, Bakwali Ward, Central Division, Fort Portal, cut the legs of his wife, Kabalisa Grace, completely after having a fight with her. Eyewitnesses say they were left wandering in Fort Portal Referral Hospital, where the wife had been taken. Police says that they have launched investigations into one Bedad Kandole, the LC1 of the area, who came to police that night with a semi-conscious suspect who had badly been beaten by locals after he committed the incident of assault on his wife. Patrick Muhenda, the Fort Portal Central Police Station community liaison officer, said such cases of gender-based violence were on the rise in the city, and on an average 60 people are reported every day to have been beaten by their partners. Muhenda says that a case has been filed against him of assault, and the wife is currently in hospital nursing injuries. Locals also suspect that Happy could have attempted to kill his wife because he thought she was having an extramarital affair.
So all those issues are coming up because of what? Of the lockdown. So all
Police says that the deceased, the man who beat his wife, that is Happy, is currently being held under police custody in the hospital where he is also nursing injuries as a result of locals who tried to lynch him for beating his wife. They say once he recovers, he will be charged with causing grievous harm, and he will be forwarded to court.
International news.
2 Tunisian MPs have been jailed by a military court amid concerns over human rights in the country. The 2 MPs are from the Islamist Karama party. 5 lawmakers have now been imprisoned since July, when the president Kais Saied took over governing powers. Nadali Saudi was accused of insulting airport security staff months ago. The other MP is Staitif Edi Malkov, who was accused of threatening judges and accusing them of being involved in a coup when he was denied permission to represent Mr. Saudi as his lawyer. Malkov has been a critic of the president, and both MPs are currently in custody.
Forex rates. Sponsored by
Glovo. Order anything. We deliver in minutes.
The US dollar buys at 3,485, sells at 3,600. Pound sterling buys at 4,730, sells at 4,910. Euro buys at 3,939, sells at 4,217. Kenya shillings buys at 30.1, sells at 32.5. And Tanzania shillings buys at 45 and sells at 65.
COVID-19 stories on Galaxy FM in partnership with Mastercard Foundation.
Amanya gange bampita Wamala Boniface nga nkolera wano mu kibuga Kampala wonsanze naye nga nsibuka wali emutundwe naye nga okutwaliza awamu embeera ya COVID tetuyisiza bulungi n'akamu lwa nsonga ekisinga otunyigiriza zibadde ensonga za kafyu oyo osaawa oluwera 11 ku nguudo babeera tebatwetaagako ffe aba booda kuba kati otuuka okwagala okuva mu kibuga tolina woyita booda zaffe bakwata nkwate juzi n'akajijja yeyange baatujjako emitwalo 12 miramba mu mbeera ng'eno twaliza awamu tekibeera kyangu nnyo okusobola okukola emirimu gyaffe n'ekirala engeri gye tuli nti tetutasobola kutikka bantu bawera babiri ku booda y'emu sente zibeera zikendeera sente zeesala omuntu omugamba ebbeeyi nnene n'akwejjako n'agamba omuseera naye ate nga okutwaliza wamu n'ebbeeyi y'amafuta tosobola gikakalabisa mirimu gyonna nga sente zeesaze nnyo bwe zityo n'olwekyo okutwaliza wamu ebintu ng'ebyo covid byetutuusizaamu abaana bakyali waka mukyala waalwalira tomanya na sente gy'ogenda zijja nnyingi za ntono naye ate enfulumya ye esigala ekola ki sigala ekyali kyekimu ati n'olwekyo tujja kusaba muzeeyi era tutunulemu n'ensonga ya kafyu eno kuba waayita ennaku 42 ze yali atuwadde ne teyayogera.
COVID-19 stories on Galaxy FM in partnership with Mastercard Foundation.
And that brings this news bulletin to an end. Good morning.
Hot on the Heels. Agagwira War was sponsored by Get MTN Central Points when you deposit, send or withdraw MTN mobile money and use